Hey there folks, my name is Zach. This is probably my first video I'm going to do, not really much into editing, and I'm just going to wing it, try it out. I'm going to show you the start and very beginning of my own homestead. I'm tinkering with a couple years now, growing a few plants here and there, vegetables and stuff like that, and I really did a lot of research this year on what it takes to grow a vast majority of the food you eat, and I wanted to include animals and plants in that together, kind of naturally. But so this fall is when I really got started. I've grown a few things, not really had too much success because I really didn't, kind of winged it a little bit, and I didn't plan it out. I think that's the first step in really having anything successful, is to know what you're talking about, and if you don't fully know it, at least have a plan in place. So I'm just going to show you what I've got to work with a little bit. Let's see what I got here. So this is my attempt at a cover crop this year. Let's see if I can switch the camera around a little bit. I don't think it will, but basically what I've done is I've taken, this is 1,000 square foot. We've got 1,000 square foot out there, and I just kind of bought some field peas and lentils and anything I can get my hands on and planted it, whether it was spring or fall crop or not, just to get some living roots in the ground, something that had a little biomass, because really nothing but grass has been growing here before. So it's mostly it's really sandy soil, so I'm trying to add a lot of organic matter back into it before I plant next year. Next year I am going to use some organic fertilizer and stuff, but I'm hoping to move away from that as time goes on, and maybe even add an additional, out here, 1,000 square foot that I can plant. Now I might use that for chickens, as using a chicken tractor and stuff like that. So I plan on adding a few animal elements to my yard. I'm working on 1/4 of an acre in my backyard. And I don't want to use the entire thing because I like to have a little bit of a yard, please the wife a little bit. And so I've got some asparagus and stuff like that. So I know I'm gonna have some chickens over there, a few egg-laying hens. I'm working on building a armoire style chicken coop right now. I'll show you that. It's just something we had, didn't need it, so I'm gonna convert it into a little chicken coop. So I can probably fit about 4 hens in here. I've got the back off. I'm just gonna put some roosting area. The bottom is where they're gonna lay. I'm gonna put a shelf to collect the manure. So it's not gonna be very big, so I'll let them out and kind of free range a little bit. So you'll see there, I've got, see right there, kind of the frame. I've got some chicken wire and stuff. I'm gonna work on putting that together, and sometime in the beginning of next year, go ahead and get the chickens. I'll probably get them as chicks, kind of raise them, that way they're familiar with me. Like I said, out here I'll have 1,000 square foot, roughly, probably a little more than that, but I can use this as a chicken tractor run, so I can do some meat birds too, so I can really maximize the space I got available, and eventually after that maybe plant things like maybe 1,000 square foot wheat, so I can have my own wheat and grind it up, eventually get into all that homesteading stuff. But really what you're seeing is bare minimum of me starting. I don't have a lot of experience with it, but I've done probably 1,000 hours worth of research this year, and pretty proud of that. So what I'm going to do is just really get the soil where I need it to be, add the animals, and I'm going to try and film the progress so y'all can see what the difference I'm making. So I'm going to pan the camera out a little bit so you can see. I mean, I'm working on about 120 foot by 120 foot backyard, so about 1/4 of an acre. And I'm gonna keep a little bit of from this, pretty much from the edge where the cover crop is to the back of the house. I'm gonna leave that as it is, leave that grass, maybe put a fire pit, build a grill kind of stuff. And I'd like to see this really transformed into a really healthy working ecosystem that I can provide for my family and make a few bucks on the side. So, you know, maybe one day down the road, don't tell my HOAs, but I might get a couple pigs. And I found a system online that I really liked, and of course I'm always going to do a little research first before I do anything, where it's like a very deep mulch style kind of thing, and it keeps the pigs from smelling, keeps them happy. Get about 50 square foot per pig, and the most I'd ever have at any point probably like 2, so I have like 250 square foot dedicated in trees. So I don't know, maybe get some rabbits. Definitely get some rabbits next year. Maybe that'd probably be near the end of the year. But do baby steps, taking it one step at a time, and really get used to the whole idea of managing my land as a source of prosperity and food and income. Because I work full time too, 12-hour shifts, and it rotates. So my week to week is completely different. So I want to start small and develop a real good routine. Like I said, if you don't actually plan out what you're doing, there's a good chance that you're going to stumble really badly along the way. And I learned that before I got too deep into this, just by trying to grow a few things. You know, so a couple tomatoes here, okra plants here, cucumbers, and I just winged it the whole time, and did not turn out like I wanted it to. So did a lot of research, and I'm really got this whole thing planned out. I mean, I've got it planned out for the next 10 years. So by that time, hopefully, maybe I'll have, you know, 10, 15, 20 acres to actually work with instead of just a quarter of an acre. But for now, I'm gonna really get good at this, and then go from here. So this, like I said, this is my first video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm gonna try and keep them coming. But like I said, I work full time, crazy schedule, so videos might be sporadic, but I'm gonna try and keep them consistent. Try and keep it to 1 or 2 videos a week. Trying to keep up with progress and show y'all what I'm doing. For the most part, things won't change, so there'll be a lot of talking points until spring hits, and I can actually show y'all how everything's going. So, and we'll see what goes from here. So thanks again, bye.